Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Let's go.
Right to the air is Daniels. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Let's go now.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a first carry here for the running back. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Here's Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. He's to the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Ready.
Now Daniels. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield of points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Broncos, take it. Ready.
Blue. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
To throw is Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Milton with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
3rd and 9 here.
Come on, come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Azeez Al-Shaair. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. To the air goes Daniels. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Daniel's going to try to sneak. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And this time he breaks the play. He's in for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Milton now to throw. He'll swing this out to Blue. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Ready up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he's going to step up and run. Able to hit his target lane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. For 30 more yards and another first down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A try here for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the jump.
Second down and 4.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw, it's Milton. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Milton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Commanders, first down.
Now they'll shift things around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
60 boxes. 60 boxes.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it. And he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here we go. Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. What a great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Milton. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Milton. He's got his man on the comebacker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And he will find his man on the outside. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Milton. and wide open, complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 48. Harrison Davis to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down times. They've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start another 1st and 10.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw is Milton. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Throwing is Milton. Gets it underneath to Blue. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on. Hey! 70 Timber Wolf. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down, Dallas.
Get it.
They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this out to Blue. At his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Point after, right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 by 6. Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
60 Eagles, 60.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Here's 1st down. Now they'll audible to something else. To the air goes Daniels. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Cowboys, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3.